Today we're going to tell you how to replace the rubber track liner on a Hollrock commercial ball washer. This is what you need to get the job done. Of course, the track liner that you get from Hollrock, a good pair of shears, or you might want some heavy duty scissors, number 2 Phillips screwdriver, an electric drill with a number 2 Phillips bit in it, and a utility knife. When you remove the old rubber track from your washer, it's important that you number where each one goes. And the way the numbering goes, this is number 1, this would be number 2, number 3 is here, number 4 is here, and 5 on the left going up the top, and number 6 is on the right side going up to the top. When you order the replacement track, it comes in a 10-foot roll, which is enough to do one machine. So like we're saying, you do one piece at a time. Take and place this over it, and you want to just take your Sharpie and mark it where you want to cut it. And you want either a nice pair of shears or a heavy duty pair of scissors, and you got to cut the angle on that, and then you get ready to cut the next end. When you go to replace your rubber track, you take your first piece and you put it down here, and you want to line it up with the edge of the white plastic track. Grab a screw. You want to make sure that the screws are going to be out of the path of the golf ball, so that you know, if the golf ball would hit the head of the screw, if it was sticking up, it would ruin the golf ball. So you want to take your drill with your number 2 Phillips bit and line it up like that. Run it down in. Come up here to your top, and you again make sure that the screw is offset. Run that in. Okay, we've installed pieces 1 and 2, and now we're getting ready to do 3 and 4. And what you want to make sure is when you put these in here, they butt right up against each other. You don't want them to overlap. You don't want a space in between them. You want them just like that, so they butt up nice, and it makes a good transition for the balls. Again, you want to offset the screws from the path of the ball. This one goes over here, and when you get up into the back, it goes over on this side like this. And the same thing when you do the number 4. Get the screw off to the side, make sure it butts up nice and tight. Offset the screw in the top. Okay, now we're going to put the number 5 track in, and the way I like to do it is kind of fit your screw to your bit and kind of place it where you want it. Again, offset it so the ball doesn't hit it. Come all the way up to the top, and then come back down here and make sure that the edge of your track is even with the edge of the white plastic. Add that screw, and the 2 that come up the cover, they have 3 screws in them. You have one that goes kind of in the middle, and again that's offset. And then you get back down here, and this screw comes over to the other side. Like I said, make sure that it's lined up with the edge of the white plastic. And you would do the other one the same way. Now we're going to close the lid and check the alignment of the rubber track to make sure that when we close the lid, that it won't hit so much that it's going to buckle and prevent the balls from running through the machine. The last step, you have to make sure that there's a little bit of a taper on these 2 pieces right at the beginning, so the ball will transition from the cover down into the bottom. So you can use a utility knife and just kind of come across like this, just to cut some of that off and taper it a little bit. If you're lucky enough to have a sander in your shop, you could hit this with a sander before you put it in. Otherwise, a utility knife works pretty good. You just have to take that sharp edge off a little bit so the balls will transition down in. Okay, we've completed on how to install the K19 rubber track liner in the Hollrock ball washer. Again, there's no rubber track that goes in this piece right here. You want to clean out any debris that might have fallen in the bottom of the machine, install your brush, and start washing balls again.